There are probably some of you out there who strive for perfection. And although I admire your intentions, I would argue that sometimes the magic happens in the mistakes that you make. I was thinking of a story I hadn't thought about in a long time. I was talking to DJ Cool at one of the shows, and he was telling me about the song Let Me Clear My Throat and how that came about. Before I tell you the story, back in the old days, usually when you had like a hip hop DJ doing scratching and stuff, there was an MC out front, hyping the crowd. That was the rapper, right? So you had a DJ and a rapper. Well, Cool did it all himself. He did his own MC work as he was DJing. So he had a mic on a boom or something and would mix and do all of his MC stuff. All himself. Well, he was doing a show one time and had a coughing fit on the microphone. And oh no, so he killed the music. And he said, now let me clear my throat. And threw the music back on. And the crowd went nuts. He had a hit song out of it that I've played many, many times. And I'm sure many of you have too. And if you haven't, try DJ Cool, Let Me Clear My Throat. And a good place to put that is right after Jump Around, by the way. That was a lucky mistake. And you're not going to make any of those lucky mistakes if you never make a mistake at all. I was talking to my friend Jay, and he was telling me about a local DJ who pre-programs and pre-mixes all of his events. He'll actually take a pre-programmed mix and he'll play it for a client. Say, what do you think? This is exactly what it's going to sound like at your event. And they'll love it. And they'll pay this guy a lot of money to come to their event and press play and have that play through a PA system. Yeah, if you're a capitalist and all you care about is money, maybe that's a good way to go. His clients like it. But, I'm probably more of an artist than a capitalist. Now that I think about it, I'm probably more of an anarchist than a capitalist. It's not that I don't like money. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm just not as motivated by money as I am art. I think art is cool. And sometimes when you're out there and you're just kind of playing to the audience in front of you, you try things. And sometimes you throw a track on and you're not sure if it's going to work or not. And sometimes it doesn't. You have to recover from that. Well, you've learned to recover. That's a good thing. Other times when you are thinking, I don't know if this track is going to work, and you throw it on, the audience goes nuts. You didn't think they were going to go that crazy over this track. Maybe you've never played it before. Maybe you throw the wrong track on last minute. Oh no, the song's almost over. I'm grabbing this. You throw it on, move the fader over. It's the wrong song. Oh no, you know it's the wrong song after the first note or two. And then you look out and the crowd's losing their minds. It's a song that you don't normally play. You didn't think we'd get that kind of reaction, but boy, was that a lucky mistake. There are times that you plan on one thing being this, but it turns out to be this other thing, and it's cooler that it's this other thing. An example I can give of that is, after I had my stroke, I had to go out with roadies, and, I had to set up my equipment, and I got to the point where I decided I wanted to build my own system so I could go out and do something like a little car show or something, not a big event, but a little car show. And those of you who know me know I'm kind of particular with sound, so I tried to put together the best sound system I could, but I was still convinced that the sound system was not big enough for like any kind of wedding reception. This was only going to be good for like a small barbecue or a car show or something. No big deal. Well, guess what? It's more than enough. First time I brought it out, I couldn't believe how much sound was coming out of it. Then I remember bringing that system to an event that I thought, maybe this system's too small for this amount of people. But as I started using it, I discovered this brand new thing, which was, yeah, the room isn't exploding with sound, but the dance floor is, and the rest of the room allows for conversation. And guess what? They like that. Who knew? That was a lucky mistake. I didn't mean for the system to be that way or to perform that way. But it turns out it does. The light shows, same thing. putting a light the wrong way, but it's a cool effect and you keep it. I mean, that's neat. If you're always trying to use these formulas for perfection and you never take any chances, you're not going to grow as an artist. And art's the part that I like. I don't know. Think about scratching. Do you really think that anybody thought a scratch on a record was a cool sound? I don't know this to be true, but I believe that the scratch was a byproduct of trying to do some kind of loop where you're backspinning and you're playing a phrase or something, and by accident somebody did an open fader and it made a scratch sound, and maybe the audience went nuts and they thought, hey, let's do that again, and scratching was born. Not because it was intended, it was a mistake, but people dug it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be focused on perfection so much that you don't try new things and discover new things along the way. That's it. Quick video for you. Thanks so much for watching. A like would be great. If you haven't, yeah, hit the like button. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for more videos. Practice and enjoy.